Well, what's up, boys and gals? I'm floating around my hood here of Hochelaga. It's going to be 3 years I live here in August. I don't have any complaints, really. Maybe against a few people, but you know, what are you going to do? Not everybody can like you, and you can't even everybody like them, as you know. So I'm floating around the Schwinn here, and coming across a nice TR6 here from, well, you know, usually when you see these, they're from the 70s. I know because, well, usually judging by the colors and the wheels tell all for a lot of vehicles, right? A lot of cars, a lot of trucks. The wheels, you know, like, you know how you've come to a point where you know a truck is old if you're not sure, like especially if it's a Sterling, something like that, is by those star wheels. They stopped making those quite a long time ago. Anyway, this TR6, what caught my attention about it right away was those wire wheels. Those wire wheels, I don't think I've ever seen on this before, which would lead me to believe it could be, well, you see, look, the plate here in the back says 770, so I bet you $100 it says 70. And what's weird about it is that the guy's got a Quebec plate. Well, I say guy because, let's be honest, 90 to 95% of collector cars are owned and driven by guys. It's a guy thing. But it's nice when you meet a chick who's got an old car. I can dig that. So anyway, you got a fucking Quebec plate on a European plate, which is strange. What does that mean? The car has just been imported? Perhaps. Maybe from England. Perhaps. Maybe from somewhere else in Europe. Anyway, I always like the TR6. It's my favorite Triumph. And one of the reasons is, it's not just because it has nice lines. I love the big wheels and tires. Kind of like a Corvette, for example. You know? And then you got, of course, your British Leyland tag right here, which of course made other products such as the Rover, such as Austin and Land Rover and so forth. It's too bad this fucking boring ass Mazda 6 is parked right up close to it. You know, I'm trying to get a nice view here. Not to get that fucking Mazda in there. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're fine cars, the Mazdas. Of course, you can't even compare the quality and the technology compared to the Triumph, but the Triumph TR6 is a masterpiece in its own right, you know? And I'm not going to make this a long-winded video because, like, it's like 30 degrees today. I can't believe it. It's like it's fucking July today. It's so weird. It's great, but in another sense, it's very surprising. Oh, one of the things, too, I have to point out also before I stop this video that's really cool about this Triumph, actually. It's got a luggage rack. That's really strange. Really strange. That's like when I was in Laval last week, right? And they have this annual, you know, old car show, but it's really muscle cars, hot rods, stuff like that. And there was a guy who showed up with a 70 Dodge Charger, which you've seen the video or you'll see it soon enough. 70 Dodge Charger SC with a luggage rack. When are you going to fucking see that? Never. And to see that even on this is unusual, very unusual. Also, another thing too that strikes me, well, for one thing, the color of that yellow, that tone, I guarantee you that's an original color. Look at where they put the gas cap. The filler cap is right here in the center. The pipes, it's got dual exhausts that run next to each other. Very very groovy, baby. Very different, very European. What does that say there? Triumph? Oh shit, it says Triumph injection. What? Fuck, I didn't even know these cars had fuel injection. Really? I thought they were triple carburetors, all of them, on a straight 6. Anyway, I'll just finish off by saying that I have a nice memory, actually. One time, many years ago in the early 90s, I went to a chalet, or as some of you call it, a cottage, you know, somewhere up north, far away north of Montreal. I think it was near Saint-Émilie de l'Énergie there, Stadouin, it was far. And there was I don't know, we went to my mom's boyfriend's fucking family cottage, whatever, and I don't know, there was a guy there, I'm trying to remember who he was, but he had a 73 TR6. And I rode in it on them winding roads, man, with all the big pine trees, 2-lane blacktop winding road, listening to fucking CCR, man. Oh my god, that was awesome. I'll never forget it. Anyway, yours truly saying, peace out, be good, be kind to each other, and rock on. Take care.